Good evening, mayors and members of the council. I appreciate you listening this evening. I currently sit on the planning board, am a past president of the planning board, and have sat on several city commissions. I've done a lot of volunteer work for the city, and I'm very concerned about the process that's happened for this nomination because I feel that it is a process of intimidation for sitting volunteers on every board. It has been the practice of mayors in this town for as long as I recall. In almost every case, members are reappointed to the board when they're up for a term and they apply for the reappointment to the term. They respect all of the efforts that those volunteers have made in serving their city, and if those volunteers want to continue, if there has not been misconduct, they typically extend that. It's been very rare that that does not happen. The reason I think that that happens in many cases is because mayors understand that volunteers give up a lot of their time, a lot of their energy, and a lot of their resources. I know I personally put several hours into the planning board activities every week and have for the past several years. I know when member Marilyn Izzy Ashcraft was on the planning board, I know she put me to shame. Bicycling to every single location across the island and spending time to talk to all the neighbors. An example that I do try to emulate as much as possible. But it is a huge investment, and there's a huge amount of education. There are a lot of ordinances, a lot of plans, a lot of guides. There's a lot of history. You have to understand what it is you're charged with implementing. It is not a matter of personal opinion. There are restrictions on what it is that you can do and say, what you can provide as guidance, what is legal, what you might do that could cost this city a significant amount of money. It really requires a lot of startup time. It requires a lot of staff time. To disrespect all of the effort that a good performing member puts into a council or a commission is really, in my opinion, a matter of bullying. Because the reason those members are typically excluded is because they have expressed an opinion or a point of view that is not aligned with the person. It suppresses expression on all of the boards because you know if you speak out of line with the mayor who's appointing the members, you won't be reappointed. Dania Alvarez was probably the best member on the board over these last 2 years that she's been on there in terms of soliciting opinion and bringing it forward. Bringing forward misconceptions, bringing forward opinions that were not aligned with hers, and making sure that they were heard by the whole board. She reached out like almost no one else on this board does because of her role, because of all the people she can reach, and because of everything else she does. I'm extremely disappointed with the failure to renominate her, and I hope you will do what you can to address this. Thank you.